All right. Shalom, shalom. Now, before I continue on with this lesson, I want to say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushua, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushua, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushua, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushua, Call Halayim La Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushua, Bahasham Chakwadash. Give a double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace, love, and salutations towards your hopeful elect that's been sincerely pushing this truth. Again, I'm the brother Zakaria, coming at you from the GMS Capital in the church, here to push the 100% truth of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua without truth and sincerity, man. Okay? Now, within this lesson, I'm just going to talk about, Babak Shah. In other words, please do not trust these devils, okay? Put not your trust into Esau, Edom, these so-called Caucasians, these so-called white people, all right? Their true biblical names, all right? Their true nationality springs from Esau, Edom, according to the Biblios. Never forget that, and never trust our enemies. Never trust these devils, all right? Now, give me a second. Let me delete this. Now, this is why I entitled the lesson the way I entitled it, through the Spirit. I believe the brother Kalaya put this in the group chat, and I was just looking over it. But this is a leaked document, right? I'm gonna read it. It says leaked document shows American doctors were financially rewarded for pushing the CJAB. Okay, I'm gonna say it again, and it's right here. You can get exactly what I'm reading right here. It's called leadingreport.com. It says leaked documents shows American doctors were financially rewarded for pushing the CJAB. All right. Now, the reason why I'm saying like that, for those who don't know, we have to use some type of, all of us, man, we have to use some type of format, or we have to use wisdom to place our words in a certain way so that these devils won't take down our videos. All right, but you can read exactly what I'm saying right here. So, without further ado, I'm gonna get right into it, and Lord willing, this will be an edifying lesson. And I 100% agree with this article. Why so? Because not too long ago, I used to work with a brother at a hospital. And within that hospital, you had a lot of, doctors, or whatever branches, they work for. I don't really know. But there was a lot of physicians, doctors, things to that extent that were at this particular location. And as I can see, people every day, because you're gonna come across people every day that you're gonna eventually speak to them, or they might eventually speak to you. But nevertheless, that happened. So when I get a chance to actually grow and to learn people, as days progress, I started to notice, more and more vehicles that these individuals had. And these individuals that I was talking to, they were indeed, doctors, physicians, and so on and so forth. You guys get my drift, man. So I just wanted to, throw that out there to further explain that I 100% agree with this article. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people were set up for our downfall, whether you believe it or not. It don't matter how nice, they might seem. It don't matter how cool they might seem. Okay? No matter how many, blueberry muffins they bake you and bring you for free, or how many smiles they put on their face, you have to understand, and this goes for me too, all right? Lord willing, the Lord put the Spirit on us to keep this, all right? To recognize that we have an enemy, okay? And the enemy has placed people at certain positions, again, for our downfall, all right? So I'm pretty much done expressing myself. I'm gonna get right into the lesson. So this is Ecclesiasticus 12. This is a classic scripture. In verse 10, it reads, never trust thine enemy. Okay, I'm gonna stop it right there and reread it. Ecclesiasticus 12 and 10. Never trust thine enemy. For like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. So first and foremost, it's pretty much, straight, simple, to the point. Never means you better not. Don't ever do that thing that you think that might be feeling good, or that thing that's gonna drive you into another direction. No, man. Don't lay up on these devils. Don't be at ease around these devils. And don't think everything is sweet when it comes to these devils, man. All right, these Edomites. Okay? Never trust thine enemy. 1. Okay, continuing on to verse 10. For like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. So let's just say you have I don't know what's really out there like that. But let's just say you have some type of product or item that you really like, and it contains iron. Okay? Now, you began to take care of this item. It is your possession. We men, we take care of ourselves. And we take care of other things around us to the best of our abilities. So let's just say you have a product that has iron, right? And then one day you made a mistake. You left it outside, whether it be in the rain or you left it on the ground and it got dew on the ground, anything. Okay? And you notice that this product or this item has rust on it. It's going to really mess with you in the head, to be honest with you. Okay? I remember one time at a job site dealing with screws. And it was very, very important to get this done. But we needed to see how can we get the screw out without breaking the whole thing, without breaking or destroying this project. But this one screw gave us a hard time just because it had rust on it. And we had to lubricate it and do all types of stuff to it. But eventually the job got done. So what I'm trying to say is this. That's equivalent to the enemy, Esau, Edom. All right. This group and nation of people, their spirits are off. Okay. Now, I'm not saying judge a book by its cover. No. You're not supposed to be judging a book. You're not supposed to be judging an individual, based on the outward appearance. Because you have some not Edomites, but you have some so-called white people out there. They look like Israelites, or they very well might be Israelites, one way or the other, and vice versa. Okay, but you will know when it's the enemy. You will know when it's an Edomite. Okay, trust and believe that. So never trust thy enemy. For like as iron rusteth, so if it's wickedness. Verse 11. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. So even though he seemed like, he might be cool. You might see him at work every day or her at work every day. I don't know. Okay. It may just seem like as if, you guys are just in good terms. Yet take good heed and beware of him. In other words, keep your eye on the swivel. Keep your ears open. Okay? And make sure that your attention is centered around the fact, not only in your life, but you have the enemy that's around your circle, or the enemy is close, or the enemy is near, man. Okay? Never forget that. Even in Jacob's trouble, you might be in a situation at a moment, things might be peaceful, But here comes Sleazy E. Here come Esau. Here come Esau Edom. All right. So though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wipeth a looking glass. Okay. In other words, if you just beware of this devil, beware of the people that's around you, whether it be an Edomite, Moabite, hell, even a 2/3. I'm gonna apply it like that. These individuals gonna know, because they already know that something's different about us. But there are certain people out there that will look at you and just absolutely know that you got the scope on them. Like there's a certain discernment in the spirit that lets individuals know what's up. You know what I'm saying? So though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as thou hadst, wiping a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. And we're absolutely seeing this within our lifetime. There are more and more so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Cubans, Colombians, so-called West Indians, so-called Haitians, all right, Uruguayans, so on and so forth, Puerto Ricans, 12 tribes of Israel as a whole. You have individuals out there who know. I believe out there in Alabama, it went viral. I believe everybody know about it by now. And they're calling it the Battle of Montgomery. Okay? You can clearly tell that our very own people have like a certain scope on the enemy. You can clearly tell that our people are moving about themselves in a certain way when it comes to these so-called white people. All right? Which again, your biblical name are Edomites. Look that up, Edomites. Okay? So it's always going to be a weird spirit, a weird vibration, a weird frequency, however you want to call it, when you just center around Edomites, man. Because something within your heart, within your la'ah, within your spirit is saying, hey, I'm amongst the enemy. Hey, I recognize the enemy. And you better keep recognizing the enemy, because that's very, very important. Our enemy is about to come down with great wrath. So why be at ease? Why put the plow down? Why be at rest when you know that we have an enemy, and the same enemy that we both are, or the whole world already know? Okay, I'm gonna say it just like that. The whole world pretty much already know who the main enemy is. It's gonna come down with great wrath. Okay? So if you know that, why give up? Revelation 12:12, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil, there it is right there. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. Okay? And when it says but a short time, that's speaking towards his rulership. Is not the so-called white man in rulership right now? Okay? Who's really running things on the earth? Esau Edom through Yahweh Shemiyah on the left-hand side. Okay? You really think a so-called Chinese man is really oppressing us so heavily that he wearing us out? Nah, man. The earth was given into the hand of the wicked, and the wicked is Esau. Give me a second. Let me see something right quick. Yep. This is Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth he covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? So again, if this so-called white man is not in rulership, and if he's not the enemy, and if he's not the devil, okay? If not, where are they then? And who is he? Okay? That's what it boils down to. Concerning on the left-hand side, man, you gotta recognize the enemy. Stop putting your trust in these so-called white people, man. Stop putting your trust in these devils. Stop worrying. Oh, man. People have stood in the line for hours, however long it took for you to get that thing in your arm, to get injected, to be quote-unquote safe. You get what I'm saying, okay? People have gotten worried. And just because they got worried, they made the wrong decision on standing in that line and receiving what they received. So don't be like them. And some of these individuals make videos. I will never forget, and I always mention it. You know, when the spirit hit me to mention it, of course. There was a so-called black woman. She got the JAB. Spell that out. She got the C19 JAB. And then it's like I guess like the next day, she decided to just go live. And the whole right side of her face or the left side of her face,